Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. We left off last time here at the Nilfgaard docks, and we're going to finish up this high stakes quest here. So Sasha asked us to meet her here by the warehouse, and we're going to try to take back the coin that someone stole from the passive floor, the place where we were having the Gwent tournament. So here she is, let's continue the quest.
There are 6 inside. I wasn't able to get the door open.
Gotta find another way in then.
Alright, so obviously this door is going to be locked, no opening it, which means we're going to have to find another entrance into this place, and this door seems, I don't know. Why is there like a cabinet drawer thing on top of this door? Do you see that? That's kind of weird. Alright, so we're going to try to find a side entrance into this place. All of these places are going to be locked. And in fact, every single door that leads into this warehouse is in fact going to be locked, which means we're going to have to find more of a vertical solution. So, let's see here. I don't quite remember where this place is, but I'm sure I'll find it soon enough.
Rum and supper I never refuse.
Okay, so let's just come around this way. I don't think it was this way. But then again, it could be. Like, we can maybe, like, make our way up here. And up again? No, okay. Garrett can't climb that far up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, something tells me it's not going to be up here, but... Oh, actually, it is right here, I think. And there we go. Alright, so... in here, and we're going to surprise these guys. Yeah, they are. Oh, what'd you know? It's our halfling friend.
Which one's Hortensia?
The tall one.
Masquerade's done, Tully. Give us the coin.
Masquerade? Well put. Been watching you from the start, sweetheart. Though I ought to admit, I thought you'd follow me alone. Told him who you are yet? No? I'm sure he'd love to hear it. Go on, tell him. Or I'll tell Hortensia to break your fingers.
She just got grabbed in the back way too easily there. She could have easily avoided that, but what is he talking about?
What's this about?
It's about Madame Sasha swallowing my mushroom farming nonsense hook, line and sinker when she should have been more vigilant. So, will you tell him who you spy for? Or would you rather scream it out?
Let go of her. Step away.
One of you restrain him, then make sure he gets a good view.
You're making a mistake. You are making a big, big mistake. Okay. Oh, so Sasha can indeed fight with us. Let's see if I can... Damn it. Alright, so this puppet's only going to affect 2 of them. Hopefully I can just get it off. Yeah, there you go. And I got... Okay, I got one of them, but it seems like he just got out of it super quickly. That is fine. And hopefully... Sasha's handling her own back there, and she totally is. Wow, look at that. Alright. Show's over, boys. Oh, wow. I love it when they get knocked down like that. Alright. It's a little hard to see. And wow, that guy is pretty good with a spear. Unfortunately, he's not good enough.
Oh, good work. I did not, in fact, suspect him, whereas he clearly caught on to me long ago.
Halflings can be unpredictable.
At any rate, we've succeeded. Now to divide the coin.
Oh yeah. So what's this proposition that's supposed to convince me to share my winnings?
No longer on the table. We retrieve the coin together. We shall divide it equally. Know what? Let's have dinner at the Kingfisher. My treat. To celebrate my last day in Novigrad.
Well, are you returning back to where you came from?
Heading back to Nilfgaard? That why you needed the coin?
I see you miss very little.
Still got a touch of an accent.
Ah well. It seems I shall need a new trade. Anyway, I'm compromised in Novigrad, so...
Who were you before you became a spy?
I don't rightly remember anymore. But I suppose you can call me Cantarella.
That your real name?
Well, almost.
Yeah, close enough, right? She has plenty of aliases to go around. Although Cantarella is what she goes by in Gwent. So let's just call her Cantarella. And yeah, let's accept the invitation as well. Okay, so is it gonna warp me back outside, or do I get to loot these guys, huh? Let's find out.
As it turned out, the blue-eyed prostitute was actually his sister. He couldn't believe it.
Oh my.
He asked me to see her again at the House of the Night, and then...
Fascinating story. Shall we go upstairs? You can show me exactly how it ended.
Okay, so I suppose it just warped us back out. And yeah, so this is another one of those Garrett moments, and we're not going to miss out on it, so good idea.
Great idea.
Huh, the graphics are a little glitchy, but you understand the gist, right? I mean, this is just another one of those scenes, and you get to do this probably, I don't know, 3-4 times throughout the game with people who's, like, you know, not your lover, not your romance interest. So I mean, we've already gone through one of these as with Kira, so yeah, this is nothing new. As well as Shani, although with Shani it's more of a love interest kind of thing. Yeah.
Slipped away without a word.
You know, sometimes I'm still surprised that this game has scenes like that. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so first things first. We gotta put our gear back on, so yeah. Sometimes the game will do it for us, sometimes it won't. In the case with Kira, if you remember, that was a long time ago. The game actually puts all of our armor back on except for, I believe, our shoes, which is kind of strange, but hey, that's just the way it is. Okay, so she left a note for us. Letter from Cantarella. Let's take a look here. Garrett, forgive me for leaving without saying farewell, but you were sleeping so peacefully. Almost made me want to nick your cards and coin, or at least read all those letters you carry around in your pockets. Old habits die hard. Till our next meeting then, perhaps one day soon I'll see to it that we bump into each other completely by accident. Cantarella. Alright, good. Well, she's going back to Nilfgaard, which we're definitely not going to get to visit in this game at least. I would like to visit the city of Nilfgaard at some point, you know, in another game, because it sounds pretty fascinating. And it is one of, like, the main locations in this game, right? That's where the Emperor Amir is supposed to, you know, be living, but Amir travels around all over the place, so it really depends. Maybe like a side story that deals with how Amir became the Emperor. Yeah, because before he was Emperor, he was just this dude, you know, who married this woman, Pavetta, had a kid, Ciri. Although the circumstances of his marriage they were a little strange, to say the least. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna go around here, pick up some of these books. Maybe we'll find something new. If not, well, I can always sell these off to a merchant at some point in time. Anything else I can loot around here? No? Alright, then let's leave. Okay, so yeah, so that's that quest concluded. I could have easily finished this off at the end of last episode, but I thought, well, it's fine if we leave it to this one. And in this one, we're just gonna maybe do something else.
My strength's gone.
Okay, so let's come down here. Alright, let's see what we can do in this one. Oh, we can definitely finish up this Fist of Fury. I mean, we need to defeat one more guy. This Georgius George guy. I mean, it's been a while since we actually did any of these fist fighting things. Although, I mean, you know, in the last episode we had to beat up that half elf, but I don't think that really counted. I mean, okay, to be fair, that guy was actually one of the more challenging fist fighting opponents. But as with every encounter, in terms of just fighting with your fists in this game, it's wise to kind of stay far away from your opponent, because if you stay too close, they do those really quick jabs, and those are counterable, but it's relatively difficult. It's easier to just stay far away and counter their big swings instead, because those are nice and slow. Okay, so this dude is going to be inside the inn over here. Is this the Nowhere Inn? Don't remember what this place was called. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk to the innkeep. And I'd like to just, you know, go into their inventories once in a while to see what they have. And usually they don't have anything cool. I've heard that, you know, you can buy yeast and make your own alcohols that can progress you along your potion making skill tree, but I'm not really that concerned about that skill tree, to be honest. I'm always going to be making potions. And if it just so happens that I won't be able to max out that tree by the end of the game, then, oh well, I mean, I don't really have to.
Master Claytop heartily greets the challenger.
Greetings to Master Claytop from Garrett.
Will you take up the challenge? Will you face our tavern's champion?
Master Claytop, that is a fantastic name. Alright, so let's go ahead and just bet that 35 crowns.
Yeah, I'll fight this Gregorio fellow.
Your attention, please.
Gregorio.
This fine witcher has agreed to join in battle with our tavern's champion, Georgius George. While our champion prepares, you and I should have a chat.
Oh?
Let us talk coin. I shall be blunt. You stand to earn a great deal, provided you follow a few recommendations.
You asking me to cheat?
Not to cheat. To engage in an enterprise, that is all. What say you?
You know, you are everything that's wrong with the betting of Tavern Brawls, but hey, let me hear about it first.
How much will you give me to throw the fight?
Considerably more than if you win.
Damn, that is tempting. But really, we don't need the money right now, so no. Go away.
Kiss my ass, Master Claytop.
Or that.
You'll regret that. A warm welcome to our competitors as they enter the ring. Garrett versus Georgius George, the pile driver. May the better man win.
Well, this guy looks a little intimidating. I believe that is the same face as the one Dudu was pretending to be when we found him. Or somewhere, like, close to that. Oh man, this guy hits really hard. Alright, come on.
That's it, you're in for it!
Georgius Pile Driver George. Or as Garrett puts it, Gregorio. There we go.
Our winner and the tavern's new champion is the witcher called Garrett. Here is your prize. The Witcher has fulfilled all conditions required to challenge Novigrad's reigning champion, Durden the Tailor. The bout is to take place beyond the city walls after dusk.
After dusk. Okay, so it's not too long from now. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the Tailor next, which is gonna be this way. Okay, let's go.
Arse piss.
Rain, I like rain.
What the heck is this guy doing just standing up there? Excuse me, sir. But that is dangerous.
Rain, I like
Dude's a bard, too. Okay.
As long as the damp don't make me sick.
Alright. Oh, come to think of it, did we ever pick up that sword from Hattori? I think we did. It was... it probably wasn't that many episodes ago.
Greetings, Ibier.
Greeting.
But, yeah, we did, okay.
So long.
I don't know, just something in my mind, kind of, never mind. Yeah, it's just... I thought I didn't pick it up. Alright. So I wonder what the dude means by after dusk and why we have to fight this guy when it's dark. Maybe he plans to do some funny business. Well, we'll find out.
Looks like rain.
Hey, look. This wayfarer wants
The
to
sky
fight Durden the Tailor. Is the Tailor cut out to remain
On your
champion?
way?
We
Or
will
will you
soon
stay
know.
longer?
We've been expecting you. We're already taking bets.
You've been weighed, you've been measured, and you've been found scrawny. In what world could you possibly defeat me?
The newcomer may seem all skin and bones, but remember, he defeated the sergeant to the bloody Baron of Velen.
That's right, you better take me seriously. And yes, that's right, this champion isn't a very nice fellow.
This elf's a dick. That been the case with all champions of Novigrad?
No, I am the first. Do you know why they call me the Tailor? It began after I gutted some men with these very hands.
I knew that was gonna be a shitty story.
Okay, let's not delay this any further. And this time we get to bet 70, which is cool.
Came here to fight the Tailor, so let's do this.
Novigraders, one and all, a momentous occurrence. Before us in just minutes, Geralt of Rivia will face the Tailor.
Come here, bitch. Uncle Durden wants to sew you a new face.
Well, mate, what even makes this guy better than the others? Oh, maybe he likes to sucker punch people. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I need to back off here a little bit. Those quick jabs are not nice. Alright, so there we go.
That's enough of that.
And this should end it.
Durden is champion no more. Henceforth, the title belongs to the Drifter. If you've not had your fill of slapabouts just yet, you'll find other eager challengers in Velen and Skellige.
Okay, so I think we're done in Velen, so that gets us done in Novigrad, which means the only place where we can still find fistfights will be in Skellige, and we will get to that eventually. Let's see what we have next. Oh, we can actually do the Dandelion side quest here, but let me take a look at my map here real quick. Is there any other quests in the area? Let's see, what is that? Okay, so that's the Cabaret quest with Dandelion. Here is a Witcher contract that we can do. Here is, right, our Gwent game with Dijkstra. Okay, you know what? There are a couple of more, I think 2 more notice boards that we still yet to go through. So it says right here, yeah, 2 more. And let's just go ahead and read one of them so we can just get out of the way. And then after that, we'll just see what we can do from there. Once all the notice boards have been read here in Novigrad, then we will know all of the side quests and the Witcher contracts that we will still need to do. So, of course, there are quests that are not part of the notice board, and they're not part of, just places that you would commonly go to, so you have to really go out of your way to find them. But for those ones, we don't really have to do them. Like I said last time, I could easily just go online, look up a guide, and just do every single quest in this game. I don't really feel like that's necessary. Most of the missable ones are just kind of out there in the world. We've done quite a few of them, to be fair. And I would wager we've done most of them, in fact. But for those ones that are just kind of really out of the way, we don't really need to go out of the way to find them. Okay, so here we go. Message to our dear customers. Dear customers, war is governed by harsh laws. For almost 2 decades, I've imported the finest Nilfgaardian wares to the north and sold them to you at fantastic prices. Prices so low, and this I swear, sometimes I made no profit at all. Sadly, renewed conflict between our nations has made the continuation of this trade impossible. I won't be coming this year for the Bellatine Fair, so you shan't have any Angren lace, Nazeri velvet, or that world-famous Ebbing lemon I know you are all so fond of. Forgive me, good people, and drink to my health, Declan Luvarden. Okay, so we won't be enjoying this guy's alcohol this year. Handyman at your service. Roof leaking, doors won't shut, table all wobbly, whatever gets your goat around the house for a modest fee, I'll fix it up. What does that even mean? Goat around the house. Wow, okay. And regale you with humorous anecdotes while I'm at it. Hubrick Var Handyman. Oh, okay. Hubrick Var Handyman. Okay. I thought this guy's name was actually Handyman for a moment. It's like, wow, this guy has the best name ever for his job. Dance your worries away. Come to the Cunny of the Goose for an evening of dance. We'll have fiddlers and pipers playing waltzes, jigs, bops, boleros, and Redanian struts. So be your blithe and bonny, and come enjoy some hey nani nani. Okay. Orchard hands wanted. Willing hands for orchard work. Mulching, watering, pruning, that sort of thing. Paid by the hour. Obrecht. P.S. Dwarves and halflings need not apply, for even on a ladder they cannot reach the highest branches, and every other one of them's drunk who whinges enough for three full-sized men. Alright. Warning. Fair folk. Stay away from Velen, even if they promise you a heap of gold, even if the Wild Hunt itself's on your heels, even if your whole family's waiting there for you. South of the Pontar, you will find only hunger and death, a traveler. You know, he's not wrong. I've seen Velen, and that place is not pretty. Dwarf seeking female companionship. Listen, ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm short. The few teeth I still got are yellow, and the bit of hair I've left is shredding fast. I can't dance, ain't much good with words, and the curse of riches don't afflict me. At times, I admit, I'll burp after a hearty supper, yet note that they call me Thorin Steelpike, and not to toot me own horn, but the name fits me and my capacities perfectly. Any ladies interested can send their visiting card. I'll show up post-haste, perfumed, and with a box of Novigrad's finest chocolates in hand. I don't think anyone's going to care about this guy. Alright, so that updates our map. Do we have any new points of interest here? Oh, okay. We may have unlocked a couple. I don't remember if these two were there before, but alright, that's nice. And this place is Cunny of the Goose. I don't believe we've been here before. So, let's just check this place out real quick. Okay, so here's a signpost that we can fast travel from. That's nice. And anything in this house here? Okay, well, nothing. Alright, let's get out of here. And there is a... Oh, man, there are a lot of people here. There is a tavern here. You can check this place out. Maybe play a hand of Gwent with the innkeep.
Welcome. Welcome.
Okay, what you got?
What have you got there?
So, oh wow, look at that. He's got some Gwent cards. We're going to take them. He's got a Scorch. Is that our first Scorch card? I think it is. I don't personally like it because it's one of those situational cards, just like weather cards, where it could be really good at times, but it could also be very hindering to what you want to do. So I am not going to be using that card, but I will purchase it. And he sells some other foodstuffs. Okay, very nice. Alright, let's play this guy in a game of Gwent.
For a few rounds of Gwent?
I know we've been playing a lot of Gwent in these two episodes, but hey. I mean, we've been playing a lot of Gwent in general in this entire game, so that is fine. Alright, so I'm going to put in another Blue Stripes Commando in this deck, and let's go ahead and take out... I don't think Death Mode has much synergy in this deck, so let's just get rid of him. And that's fine. Let's do it. We're going to keep on playing Northern Realms here. I'm having a lot of fun playing Northern Realms, to be honest, because Nilfgaard is just too easy. Too many spies, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's start off with this guy again. At least this time he won't be able to scorch me. 3 times that happened last episode, where I played these darknesses and I got scorched. That was just bizarre. Alright, so now... I have both Vest and Roach. This was an awful opening hand. Wow. I had 3 Darknesses, 2 of which I had to mulligan away. And then I have Vest and Roach. Oh, man. Not fantastic. I gotta be playing some tempo here, otherwise he's gonna pass. I don't want him to pass. But, to be honest, I don't have any card that will take this in just one, so... I'm gonna need to play 2 cards here, which is okay. Okay. Oh wow, okay. This guy has got some like synergy cards. Interesting. Decoy, alright, which means he's getting ready to pass. I am not going to fall for the bluff. I am just going to call it and just have him pass here. Yeah, because I feel like if I pass there, then he's going to actually just play that card back and just take the round. And when he takes the round, he would have won on like more cards than I do, so that's not good. Alright, so I don't have any spies. I don't think he has any spies either. I don't have any carryover, which means I suppose the best thing I can do is to just pass. Take this into round 3 and hope that I win. Yeah, I don't really have much choice here because this hand is not good to play out for a second round. So that might be my very first dry pass in this entire game. Dry pass meaning winning round 1 and then just immediately passing round 2. Obviously you can't do that if your opponent has any kind of carryover because, you know, the whole concept of a dry pass is that they have to play a card to beat your, to beat your score. They don't have to do that if they're Nilfgaard because Nilfgaard can win on 0-0, but since it's Square Tail this time we can do that. Alright. So I have these 2 reviving dudes, and these should help us get a little bit of tempo. Ah, damn it. Got scorched. What'd you know? That keeps happening. Okay, this isn't looking too bad. Should be able to do this. Interesting. A round of Gwent where nobody played a spy. That's cool, actually. Alright. Good game, sir. 20 crowns, and what do you give me? Philippa. Oh, wow. Seriously? This guy just gave me a hero card? Like this random innkeep? Wow. That's very generous. And there is this Herbalist here.
What?
Let's see what this guy has.
Got anything interesting?
I remember from last time that we need to purchase some alchehests, which is exactly what I'm going to do. There it is. They're 20 crowns each, but I can't really spare the money. I want to be able to craft a couple of mutagen decoctions, and I can't do that without those alchehests. So let's just go ahead and do a couple of these. Let's see. So I need to do some... can't even craft these Curse 1 mutagens. I don't have any Berserker mutagen. Like, what the hell? What the heck is that? Anything else I can do? I can't do Cursed 1. What about... Oh, definitely can't do the Evolved one. In that case, I believe I wanted to craft a couple of these Spectre decoctions. I just want to see what this does. And next time I fight like a Wraith of some sort, I want to remember to use this because I have no idea what it means by shadow form of specters is completely ignored while attacking in melee. That just sounds weird. And yeah, we can use the white go. I mean, last episode I made the same mistake that I always keep making. Like, that is not quitting out of the menu so that these items pop up. So white go is totally something we can use. And we need a Spectre mutagen. Let's see if I can craft one of those. Spectre Arch mutagen. This one will do. And we can do that with Noon Wraith, Wraith, and I guess Some more Wraith? No. Let's see. Fiend? Wow. Needs 2? Really? Wild Hunt Hound Mutagen. Wow, okay. Let's just go ahead and craft one of these. And this should allow us to do a decoction here. Yeah, when we're crafting at an alchemist, we don't have to quit out of the menu. Like the alchemist crafts it for us instantly. But when we're out kind of like out there in the wilderness crafting by ourselves, we have to quit out of the menu. I don't want to use a greater blue mutagen here. Oh wow, I don't have a choice. Seriously. 4 greater blue mutagens. Oh man. I don't want to do that because we need the blue ones to unlock some mutations. Unless we can craft a couple of these greater blues. Let's see. Greater blue. Yeah, I mean it's not terrible, I suppose. Let's just do it. Just get this over with. There it is. Spectre decoction. Yeah. Okay, that would do.
Farewell.
Okay, so next time I fight a couple of Wraith or whatever, I'll pop it and see what happens. Alright, so let's see what else we can do here. Let's actually go into the map and we'll just go to the closest destination. Okay, so this halfling inside the tavern here, he actually had a contract for us, which is great. Let's go ahead and just do this one.
Honor in the fatherland.
There it is, Brienne Hutch.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Hey.
Saw the notice. Let's say I'm interested.
That's good. Grand even. Name's Brienne Hutch. I posted that slip.
Gonna need details.
Course. Well, through a series of regrettable events, I came to own a spread of forest ripe for logging, near Novigrad. At a distance from any roads, but quite near the port. Easy gold, right? Just hire some lumberjacks and count the coin.
Meant details about the monster, not your business.
Oh, it's all linked, see? I took on some dwarven loggers, but they came to me, claiming the forest haunted. Thought them lazy, nothing more. Then one day, they went in the wood, and only one returned. Said some forest devil had attacked him.
Okay, but let's talk about my pay first, as always.
Let's talk about my pay, because the current offer's just not enough.
It's actually been quite a while since we've been able to haggle like this. His base rate is 225, maximum 450. Let's see if we can't get 360 from him.
You're not cheap, but I can see you've tried to be reasonable. We might still agree a price.
Well, not 360. How about 340?
You're
Still too high? Alright. Drop it by another 20.
very well. Let us say that's a price I'll pay willingly.
Okay. I'll look into it.
I'll take the job. This logger, where'll I find him?
Around. Last I saw him, he was drinking away his pay. Said he had to honor his dead comrades.
Honor his dead comrades. Okay, that sounds fair.
What's going on there?
Okay, so which one of these people is it?
Oh,
This guy?
stay out of my...
Welcome, traveller. Drink with me, you cocksucker. Fucking knock back a few so's my mates will race peaceful.
Could try being a little
Something
nicer.
ploughed them up good, but I don't know what it was. Don't know who or what to curse.
Talked to one Brienne Hutch. Told me all about your comrade's death.
Knob liquor. We tried to explain some horror was prowling the forest. He refused to believe it.
Well,
He's hired me. Wants me to find the beast that attacked you and your friends.
Is that so? Well, I take back what I said. Good man, Breen, though a halfling.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
We were making our way out of the forest, loaded with wood like pack horses. All of a sudden we heard a bloody howl, like a wolf's. Pack leaders. We legged it, but then the cartwheel got stuck. Magnus Rector hollered I should run to the hut for the crossbows, so I ran. Come back to the woods. Bloody ploughing massacre. Couldn't tell me mates apart.
Thanks. Really helpful, that.
Kill the bugger, will you?
Okay, so that was an instance where Garrett, it's kind of hard to tell if Garrett is being sarcastic. His tone kind of sounded sarcastic, but he really shouldn't have been, so... Alright, well, we're dealing with wolves, which means one of two things. It's never going to be wolves for the actual contract, which means it's going to be a werewolf or a Leshen, both of which are not very pleasant. I would say the werewolf is just ever so slightly a bit more unpleasant than the Leshen, but it really depends on the situation. At the point of the game we are at right now, I would say werewolf is probably a little easier, honestly. But in the past I have had more trouble with werewolves than with Leshens. Now, admittedly I've fought more werewolves than Leshens, but eh. Let's just see what this one is. I don't really remember what kind of enemy we'll have to fight, but either way, we'll deal with it. Oh, here's a new map marker. Lucian's, what is it? Like windmill or something? I don't know. It's just a big windmill.
Greetings.
Alright.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
I always just look at the stock of these merchants.
Wouldn't mind a look.
Oh.
Would.
Okay. Well,
farewell.
That's a little glitchy, but okay, fine. Yeah, that has happened to me before, by the way, where I just talk to a merchant and no menu shows up at all. That's fine. I'm not really sure why that happens, though. But there is another merchant over here. And maybe I will be able to check out his inventory.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is a Scoria camp.
It's you! I'll never forget you. I must thank you once more.
Aw, well this guy is kind. Have we talked to this guy before?
You know me? Where from?
We met long ago in Broccolon.
Possible, but can't say I remember.
No surprise, you were badly wounded then. If not for the Dryad's care, it's unlikely you would have survived.
Long time ago. So long it feels like it happened in another life. Maybe that's not so far from the truth.
I think that is a reference to the fact that the current game that we're playing is developed by CD Projekt Red, whereas the time when Garrett was in Broccolon, that story was written by the original author of the Witcher series, Sapkowski. So he's referring to the fact that that could have been another life because the story was written by a completely different individual. I think that's what Garrett was kind of referring to there. See what he has.
Be glad to glance at what you're selling.
I feel like we've already talked to this guy before, but I just don't remember it, and the game didn't remember it also. Interesting. He sells 2 books, both of which I am going to purchase. Never underestimate the power of books. They can unlock decoctions for us.
Will fail.
Alright, so we will definitely check out those later. For now, we're doing a little bit of a monster hunting. Really wish that toxicity would die down, though. Wouldn't mind popping a potion.
Need to find a spot where they died.
Alright, contract Lord of the Wood. Definitely going to be dealing with a Leshen here. Let's see.
Deep ruts. Logger's wagon must have stopped here. Then they went down this road. Probably towards their clearing.
Okay, well, let's see if there's anything in here. It's a little dark in this place. Nope, nothing. Boo. Well then, we'll just follow the tracks, and I already hear something in the distance there. Are those wolves? Probably wolves. If you're gonna jump out at me, just do it. I guess not. You're gonna keep me in suspense. This happened really far away. Oh, here we go.
There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big.
Something big indeed.
A dwarf went this way.
Oh god.
How long are you gonna make me wait?
I'm surprised I didn't take any damage from that. Alright. Some neckers. Probably the easiest enemy in the game. They are even easier than wolves, because wolves actually jump around and then try to circle you. These neckers, they will just try to pounce on you and, you know, like, very easy to counter, very little HP.
Wounded dwarf tried to flee, bleeding heavily. Clawed the rock. Must have been angry and strong.
Okay. Interesting.
There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big.
Okay. Alright, so we gotta follow these tracks here.
Deep wound on his back. Bled to death.
Where am I supposed to go from here? Ah, here we go. And there's the other dwarf.
Roots pinned this one to the ground, so hard he suffocated. Everything says Leshen, a young one. Must have arrived here recently. Need to find its totem. Crows serve Leshens. Should find some near the totem.
Alright, bestiary added Kernon. Alright, so that this is going to be a special named Leshen. And they do...
Not a Leshen's birds. False trail.
They do mark their territory with these things called totems. And crows are attracted to these totems, so we can just follow the sound of the crows.
Ordinary ravens looks like. No sign of a totem.
And here we have some more neckers. Hey, out of my way, you.
Show me what you got.
Trying to do some witchering here. Alright. Go back and loot this other one. Oh, this one has loot too. Very nice. I do like the fact that this game explores the kind of oddities of these monsters. Like Leshens like to create totems, and you know, werewolves are actually just humans transformed into, well, wolves. It's interesting.
Lo and behold, a Leshen's totem. Now, to destroy it. Ought to piss it off, make it leave its lair.
Okay, nothing better to destroy a totem with than Igni. And get a skill point too. Okay, I guess not Igni. Maybe Ard? Okay, that works better. You would think we can just burn it up with some fire. Here we go. Oh my. Intimidating as ever. Alright. Unfortunately, this guy didn't give me a chance to apply the blade oil. We can probably like run away from the fight and do that, but I'm a little lazy right now, so let's just see what we can do here. We got our silver bolts equipped. We have moon dust, which we can use to stop it from going invisible. I think we're going to do that. Alright, toss that moon dust. Great, do some damage with it too, and we can like try to get some damage in here. Alright, so the reason I casted Quinn is because in case I need to parry his attacks, I can do that with Quinn. Otherwise, oh, even with Quinn sometimes I simply don't have the poise to block those attacks. And yeah, it's been a while since we fought one of these, but I think we've gotten a lot stronger since then. Alright, let's go ahead and give him an Igni. That should do some damage. And while it's inside the Yrden, actually, let me go ahead and put down one of these here. And this should zap the Leshen every time it tries to attack me. Come on. Oh, alright. So our Moon Dust ran out, which is fine. Just gonna have to do it the good old-fashioned way. Here we go. So my Yrden placement, I don't remember what this thing is called anymore. I mean, it used to be called Yrden Trap, but I know the mod changed its name. Alright, gotta take care of these wolves real quick. And actually, I kind of forgot to summon a wolf of my own, didn't I? That would have really helped out in this fight. Oh well, we should be able to take care of this. Come on. Gotta get rid of that wolf. Alright, good. Oh! Oh god. Okay, I don't think those crows actually do damage. They are a little annoying though. Okay, here we go. Man, this fight is super cool. It would be a lot cooler if I just fight it under this regular lighting without using Witcher Vision. Oh, damn it. But as you can see there, it's very difficult to see if I don't use my Witcher Vision, so let's not do that again. And this dude has a lot of health. Oh, man. Go ahead and shoot a couple of bolts at it. No, don't summon your crows. Come on. There it is. Man, these silver bolts, so effective. Love them. Okay, it's gonna summon some wolves again, I believe. It did, but it is so close to being dead. I just want to kill it at this point. There it is. Come on, go, go. Yes. Awesome. And now, just have to not die to these wolves, which should be okay. Nice. Oh, one more.
Come on, come closer.
There we go. I would say that went pretty successfully. All things considered. Alright, got some raw meats, wolf's liver, animal fats, the standard stuff. And let's see, let's loot this Leshen here. We got some wood, resin, vine sample, which is a relatively rare item. Although I haven't really found any potions or even equipment that requires vine sample, but maybe we'll see in the future. Leshen mutagen and a Leshen trophy. Cool. Alright, very nice. And now we can just get onto this roach and report mission complete to our halfling friend. I believe the last time we fought a Leshen was like, I would say 30 or so episodes ago, and that was that was an interesting one because I may have only shown off 2 or 3 attempts on screen, but actually off screen I tried that fight like 15 times. It was so crazy. I just couldn't do it, you know. And in the end, I don't think I captured the actual footage of me defeating that Leshen because my recording software was just not working with me. But, you know, that was the episode where I took a 3-week break and I was just coming back to the game. And that's kind of why I had a lot of problems fighting that one. But this Leshen, one attempt, relatively painless. I mean, I probably took 1 or 2 hits, but that's it. Even the wolves didn't seem like they were much problem.
Come on, Roach.
Cloud must have burst.
I would say that's mainly because we've just gotten way stronger in the time between the last time we fought the Leshen and now. Yeah, developed a lot of skills and overall just, you know, stronger character. Which makes me really happy. Even though there's no leveling up in this game, in this mod, it still feels really good to just gain skills, gain better equipment, and just progress your character. I would like to see this kind of character progression in other games as well. You know, I know this is how it worked in The Witcher 2, where not really. In The Witcher 2, you still leveled up and you gain skill points to assign to certain skills. I don't know how things worked in The Witcher 1, to be honest, because I never played that game. It's just a little too old school for me, to be honest. But I like the kind of using your skills to advance them and then not really having a level system, because the whole level system thing is just, it's been done so many times before, right? It's a formula that works, but seeing something new, it's always good to refreshing your perspective on how certain games should be played. And I think Witcher 3 Enhanced Edition, this mod, really brings to light this kind of really fun gameplay mechanic.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Okay, job's done.
I killed the Leshen that attacked the lumberjacks.
Oh, that's wonderful. Grand even. I'll have to find some new loggers, but there's no shortage of folk looking for work. But can I be certain no other Leshen will show?
It's possible, I suppose. I have to find a Witcher if it happens.
Aye, yes. Well, your due reward. I'm not the kind not to pay for a job well done.
Farewell.
Okay, nice. Got some nice crowns. Let's save those up the next time we need to craft some Witcher equipment. For now, like, we have a lot of crowns. We don't really spend much of it. So, yeah, that can go into the stash. Alright, speaking of stash, actually, I'm just go ahead and call Roach, and I'm gonna deposit some heavy stuff. Let's see. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I deposited the Tailor because even though it's a really cool weapon, I don't think I'm going to be using it. Maybe sometime in the future when I feel like I want to play with a different weapon. But for now, the Iris is doing its job and is doing it very, very nicely. Alright, so let's see what else we can do. We're nearing the end of this episode here, which means we're, I don't know if I want to do another, like, quest. We can do this one, yeah. Look for some more upgrade diagrams for the cat school gear.
Go.
It's actually a little strange because we've been doing all of these quests to find these cat school upgrade diagrams. And I have no pieces of the default cat school gear found at the moment. Mainly because we need to go onto Temple Isle to find like the 4 pieces of the default armor, and we haven't really explored Temple Isle just yet. There really isn't much there. The main purpose of that place is just to find the cat school gear, so we'll get to that eventually. Alright, we got some bandits here, which we can deal with pretty easily. Bandits on horseback is just kind of a joke. It's so easy. Yep, they just fall off, and look at that guy's pose. Oh man. Alright, sorry dude. That's what you get for being a bandit. Okay, bag of weed. Nice. And this is Drahem Castle. Alright, let's see. Is there another enemy back there? Yeah, the game sometimes marks horses as enemies, but you can't actually kill horses, which is interesting. This isn't Red Dead Redemption here. Although, to be honest, I have never played a Red Dead Redemption game.
Might want to look around some.
Just not a huge fan of that that kind of setting, you know, with the horses and the American... I don't even know what to call it, honestly. That's how much I'm not a big fan of that setting. Alright, so the cat school gear is going to be here somewhere. Wow, this place is so dark, even with Witcher vision. It's a little hard to see. And what the hell is that outside my window? It's so loud. My room is relatively soundproof and my windows are closed, but I can still hear. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like a... I think it's like a big tractor or something. Oh wow, yeah, there's some serious construction going on outside my house right now. That's probably why. Alright, well, here it is. Prince Adrian's journal and a feline steel sword. Oh, okay, cool. So that is actually a piece of the default cat school gear. But it's not part of the armor, which means I'm not really that interested. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Kian performed wonderfully. It's a shame, of course, that Professor Glogger disappeared somewhere in the ruins of Estair, along with the rest of the elven diagrams, but those sketches for Steel Sword alone are worth as much as a village in southern Redania. Alright, so the diagram we found in Estair, we already found that one, and we read the note there as well, so that's what this is referring to. We split the takings equally as per our agreement. I kept the diagram for the silver sword while Kian took the crossbow diagram. I must admit I didn't exactly need every member of the expedition's head preserved in vinegar, but they do constitute impressive proof of Kian's conscientiousness and professionalism. The Witcher swore none of the archaeologists would leave Estair alive, and none did. All the more shame, then, that Kian didn't accept my offer. As my personal bodyguard, he would never have wanted for a thing. Steady pay, caviar and strawberries for breakfast, lobster for lunch, daily bath, a court surgeon, and courtesans of both sexes for all his needs. And if he still lacked for anything, he had but to knock on my chamber door. He must very much love all the trudging around the world, because I do not believe Jacob Demick could have dangled a better offer than I did. Really now, Jacob of Demick? A second-rate captain transporting whores to dockside Novigrad, pimps for a fistful of crowns. With any luck, sooner or later a storm will sink that leaky tub of his, and Kian will return to me, tail between his legs. Illegible scribblings. Scrubbed, illegible, waxing, illegible, blade oil, illegible, devil's puffball, contortions, just like random Witcher terms. Ink visibly fresher than previous entries. Many years have passed. I have heard that Flying Deer, the vessel on which Kian was sailing, wrecked off the coast of Grassy Knoll. Was it my curse? Not bad for a beginner. Perhaps I should think about enrolling at Banard. What the heck is this guy on about? Well, the dude's probably dead now, which, which is fine. All the better for me because, oh, what the heck? There was a thing there? Oh my god. Okay, Flawless Ruby. I will take it. If I'm not mistaken, that is used to craft greater Igni runes. Igni glyphs, I believe. Yeah, glyphs. Still not sure what I want to do with all of my random glyphs that I've found, like the Igni, the Axii, the Ard. At one point or another, I may be like crafting gear specifically suited for those runes, but I don't know. It just seems like the Griffin set is just working out so well for us. I don't know if we really need to switch. Although at some point it's going to get dull, and I will want to switch, but it's not really being an issue. I haven't really found it to be boring or anything. It's just been working out. Why can I not loot whatever this is? Come on. I just want to loot it. There we go. Sure, it's rope. I went through all the trouble, might as well pick it up. Okay, so that is done. How are we doing on time? Alright, we're nearing an hour. Let's do one more thing here. I know how much you guys love my random roaming about, so we're going to do a place of interest, shall we? There's a merchant here, which is interesting. That close to a place of interest. And this guy, he's just asking for it. Oh my god. And yeah, we're going to go for a finisher too. Just for good measure.
Don't let him catch his breath.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, almost got hit by that. Good thing I parried it. Yeah, these bandits on horseback, they're really weak. They're really vulnerable. But the thing is, when they do get a hit off on you, they hit really hard. So, gotta be really careful about that. And we got some fist tech from that guy. They're very nice. Alright. Let us see what we have here. There's something here. What is that? What the hell is that? Is that a drowner? That is a drowner. Well, it's called a drown dead, but it's basically the same thing. Huh. Just a random single drowner. Wow. Alright, sure. And this merchant here. Wonder what he's selling. Hey, buddy. Tough times in the road?
Greetings. Wouldn't mind a looking.
Alright, here we go. Ooh, he's selling some jugs. Okay. And wow, a lot of the most random stuff. Oh my god. You know what? You go on your way now.
Farewell.
And I'm going to take care of this place of interest, which I don't think you want to be walking past. You know, this seems like a witcher's job. Yeah, it's a monster's nest. Alright. What do we have here? Ghouls? I believe those are ghouls. Oh no, those are rot fiends. Alright. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. Alright. Now, can I lure some of these rot fiends next to me? Come on. Come on, guys. Okay, I want to see if this thing will actually attack it. Okay, it does attack. It's definitely not as good as the vanilla version, because the vanilla one actually just attacks on regular intervals. But because our Yurden circle here damages them in intervals, we don't need this trap to also damage in intervals. Alright, so we got some... But what the best thing about this thing, by the way, is that if I have this thing laid down, this entire area around me, I am immune to ranged attacks. So any kind of person shooting crossbow bolts at me
needs to be destroyed.
I'm not really sure if monster range attack counts, but human bows and crossbows definitely can't hurt me while I'm next to my trap there, which is really cool. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff there. And there's one more rot fiend over here, which we can take care of. Oh man, this is a devourer. Alright. Not that it really matters. Oh, nice, a strong attack.
Time to end this.
Yep. With devourers, they don't really explode when the health is low. Instead, they explode when they die, and it is very nasty. Poison. Okay. So that's it, yeah. And actually, because there is another place of interest so close to me, let's just go ahead and do this one as well and see what we get. Oh my god, my toxicity is like going up really, really high. I'm not a fan of this. Let's see if I can wait it out. But yeah, as I said last time, I've never really encountered fever yet, and I really don't know what that's about. It's really strange. Alright, let's just wait out maybe another day or so. And yeah. How is our toxicity doing now? Let's see. Can I look at it? It's even higher than before. Like, what is the deal with that? That's so strange. You know what? I'm going to drink a white honey. That's kind of why I even crafted these things. And we'll see. I can drink them from out here. There we go. See if my toxicity goes down a little bit. Can I see it? Oh my god. It did go down, but it went down by like the smallest amount. I don't understand what's happening. Alright. Whatever. You know, normally I would be bothered to try to fix that, but maybe it's a mechanic? I can't really be sure. And also, I don't really know like even how I would go about to even fixing it, so it is going to be the way it is. Alright, so here we have, I believe that is a fork tail. Let's go ahead and apply rime oil. I love this thing, especially with my frozen ard. This thing can be really, really nasty. Okay, here we go. Guarded treasure. Oh, god damn it.
What?
Didn't need to take that hit there. Okay, give it an ard. And I'm not really sure if that froze it, but if it did, that was a very pathetic duration. Oh god. Can't get too careless here. Okay, let's put down one of these Yurden traps. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Okay. And this is actually really, really bad because my toxicity is rising again and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so it's gonna take off. Where'd it go? Oh. Oh man, okay, this is kind of nasty. Let's see if I can just finish it off with a bomb. What the hell? Well, that was bomb fail. Give me a second here. Yeah, I need to switch to a boat that can actually work here. Exploding boat. Don't want to die. Come back here, you. And yes, Okay, good. Whew. Well, that was way too close for comfort. I probably deserve to die there, but well. Let's go ahead and consume something. Maybe some beer. Oh, I cannot drink beer because my toxicity is too high. Are you kidding me? Seriously? There's Alright. How about raspberry juice? No, not even that? Milk? Huh. I cannot consume liquids because my toxicity is too high. Damn. Well, that sucks. Alright, so it's gonna drop some random stuff for me. And what was it guarding? Okay, not too bad. Actually, I'm gonna try to test something here. Just before the end of the episode, I want to see what would happen if I, say, traveled from here to, I don't know, Skellige, and then I came back. Because yes, that does take a couple of in-game days away, which doesn't really affect anything in-game. But what it could do is clear my toxicity up. Well, let's find out. In the past, when I traveled to like Skellige, my toxicity bar went away. Just want to see if it works, because clearly it's not really clearing on its own. And if it is, well, it's taking way too long with meditation. I suppose I could just like meditate for a week or something, just to see if it works. But first I want to test this one. So let's go to Skellige, and just anywhere.
As Yennefer of Vengar
Right again.
Okay guys, we are back in Novigrad here, and as you can see, don't mind the fact that I'm drunk here, I just drank some alcohol. Our toxicity went down significantly. What's really strange is that when I went to Skellige, the toxicity dropped from whatever it was down to this point, but when I came back, it was still at this point. So, which means it dropped from, I don't know, like 200 down to, I think this is like 30, going to Skellige, but going from Skellige to back here, it didn't drop at all, which is interesting. I'm not really sure if it's broken, and I have a feeling that it is, because we've had like high toxicity many times throughout, you know, the battles that we've done since I patched the game, but I've never gotten toxicity fever. Well, we'll see what happens in the future, I suppose. So yeah, so next time I need to clear my toxicity up really quickly. I guess I'll just have to travel to a different region. I think Tucson will work as well. Maybe White Orchard will work as well, but Skellige definitely works, and it drops my toxicity by quite a bit, which is good. It's a clumsy way of doing it, but it's better than I don't know if it's better than like meditating for, I don't know. God knows how long I have to meditate for my toxicity to go down, because I think I've tried like 3 days or 4 days and it didn't change a bit. So yeah, I'm not really sure how long I have to wait on for that. But for now, we're gonna end things off. But before that, we're gonna read a couple of books and see what we can unlock, if we can unlock anything at all. Oh, this one is gonna be interesting. So, alright, so this one, of fire and stone. Sephra Mundi is divided into 4 elemental planes: the plane of earth, the plane of water, the plane of air, and the plane of fire. Earth and water together form our planet, around which circulates air. Above air stretches the ether, fiery air, or in short, fire. Past fire lie the subtle sidereal heavens, known collectively as firmamentum, which are of a spherical nature. That is why the Erratica Sidera, drifting stars, and Fixa Sidera, fixed stars, reside. Alright, so I'm guessing Sephra Mundi is like the name of the world, or the name of the dimension or plane that we're currently residing in. Really cool. So these people they call Erratica Sidera. I'm guessing that's like their planets, and Fixa Sidera are their stars. The elemental planes are inhabited by creatures which can be summoned by use of ethereal magic. They are gnomes, sylphs, salamanders, and ondinates, all of which belong to the category commonly known as elementum in the singular. Wow, this is like the one and only book we've discovered so far that talks about the grand world. It's going a little too far though, I think. I think just having the name of our continent or the name of this planet that we're living on would be good enough, but this is like going into the real deep stuff. Okay, death from above. Forktails, like wyverns, are often mistaken for dragons. This is not at all surprising, given that the witnesses to these monsters' appearances are usually simple shepherds, frightened witless by the monstrous winged creatures shrieking above them. Yet that does not make it any less of a colossal and profound error. Both forktails and wyverns are much smaller than dragons. True, they hunt animals in open fields, cattle in particular, just like those nobler beasts, but their behaviors and methods for dealing with potential prey could not be more different. I mean, you can't really blame them. They do look very similar. If you've seen an actual dragon in like the Witcher universe, so for example, the one from the kind of the beginning section of The Witcher 2, they're kind of small. And they do kind of look like forktails. Maybe not exactly, but the features are about the same. Alright, how Louise Alberni became Goliath. So Goliath, if you remember, was that giant that we fought upon entering Tucson. And this is a story that we should actually read once we start the Blood and Wine DLC, but I think this one is interesting nonetheless. There were many brave and true knights in the service of the old duke, but the greatest of them all was Louise Alberni. His crest showed a red field with a golden star, each of whose 5 points stood for one of the chivalric virtues. Yet fame and glory went to Alberni's head. Years passed and he began to think himself the most perfect of all knights. In the end, he came to think he was virtue incarnate, and there was no one in the world who preceded him in this regard, something even the Lady of the Lake must recognize. Alberni thus set off to see her and have her pay him homage in honor of his excellency. Yet as Alberni approached the lady's home, his body and equipment began to change. The slender knight grew more and more corpulent, until his horse could finally no longer bear him. His sword first became wooden, then turned into a mace, and his shining armor became dull and turned to ash. All he had left was his helmet, which turned into a wooden cage. Alberni stood on the shore of the lake, wishing to speak, yet all that came from his lips was a wild cry. The knight peered at his reflection in the lake's waters and understood he had become a giant. The Lady of the Lake then emerged and said, "You abandoned the chivalric virtues long ago. Of all your sins, the greatest was pride. It has changed your sword into a mace, deprived you of armor, and made your flesh into that of a beast. From now on, you shall be known as Goliath. Go to Mount Gorgon, where you shall live in this form, far from the eyes of men, accompanied by the painful memory of your lost glory, until the day death mercifully frees you from your torment." Wow. The sin of pride, huh? Alright, so with that we unlock the Elemental Decoction and Draconic Decoction. Nice. We're finally getting some decoctions unlocked here, guys. Okay, let's take a look at them. So, Elemental enables kick and bash counters on large opponents. Fist attacks deal increased damage and have a chance to apply critical effects. Whoa. I mean, that is almost way too interesting. Kicks and bashes on large opponents. Do they stun as well? Because if you do a kick or a bash, smaller enemies actually get stunned. So human enemies, for example, they get staggered backwards for like a second or two, where you can do a good counterattack. I don't know if that will have the same effect on a larger creature like a fiend or a cyclops or something like that. We're gonna have to test that, but not really sure when. And we got another one, Draconid. Where is that one? Okay, right here. Attack power and speed are increased by 10% after performing a dodge. Whoa, 15 safe angle bonus. Whoa. I mean, that is really cool. 10% after performing a dodge. How long after performing a dodge, though? Like 1 second? 2 seconds? Forever? 10% is not significant, but obviously we always attack after we dodge, so yeah, that's a nice one. That's just like a flat 10% damage increase, I think. Very nice. So yeah, at some point I'm going to look into these decoctions and maybe use a couple of them. I don't know just yet.
Oh, that's bad.
And that's a really weird thing to say, seeing that we're almost like on episode 80 of the series. Like we're really deep into this game, and there's still some mechanics I'm just like not really sure about, but I suppose at some point during our playthrough we're gonna go through them and just see what they're all about. Anyways, we're done for this episode for now. Next time we come back, more of this stuff. Probably gonna try to collect the cat school gear, and maybe we'll just like even craft a couple of them. I don't know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this time. I'll see you in the next one.